Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're here for the first time. I am going to make another Dutch pour today. I actually tried a video last night and it did not record. I don't know why. It got 37 seconds and it cut out. So I've decided to, because I love this one, still back to these same colors. I'm going to try this one on a 12 by 12, slightly bigger square, level 3 canvas. I like that because I still have these paints. I still have my yellow. We'll see. First I'm going to mix up my white base. Okay, tear. So I think I measured for a 12 by 12 canvas with a 1.5 inch sides. You need like 7 ounces of paint. I'm not sure how much that is. I will weigh this when I'm done. But I'm going to start with, let's see, my ratio for Dutch pours is 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, and then about 1 part water, depending on the fluidity. So I'm going to do 30 grams of paint, 31's close enough. This is just Liquitex Basics titanium white. My Floetrol and a stick. So 31, hit clear or 0, and then squirt in your, let's see, 31, it'd be 60. Math is hard. Oops, I did 70. That's not that big a deal. And then hit 0, and then I'm gonna do, what did I say, 30? I'm gonna start with 25 grams of distilled water. 26, okay? That's not a lot. I'm gonna have to double that probably. I'm still learning, you know. While I mix this, I thought I'd chat. If you're watching, I really appreciate it. I was astounded when I started getting subscribers. I'm almost up to 300 at this point. Maybe by the time I put this video out, I'll be up to 300. And if you are watching, I'd love to know why. Are you a fluid artist too? Do you make other kinds of art? Do you just like watching? Do you like seeing the outcome? I know I include a lot of the making of process sometimes, but sometimes I just skip straight to the end. So I'm gonna do that again. So add 30 more grams of paint. The nice thing is, like I said, I think in a previous video, or maybe one I failed at recording. So that's 34, hit tear, I'm gonna add 70. A Floetrol, you know, if you make too much paint, you can save it. It's not, that's actually kind of a good thing. That's why I have so much of this yellow paint. Woot, left over. 70, tear, and then 35, 30-ish, so just do 30, yeah, grams of water. Stir it. Oh yeah, that looks better. So stir, stir, stir. The consistency should be pretty thin, so I usually end up adding a lot more water when I'm mixing my base, because so it's maybe more like 1 part water, 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol is what I use. So this is pretty runny. Can you see? It shouldn't make a mound. It should be very runny because you're gonna blow it around. So I think that's enough. Alrighty, I'm set up with my 10 by 10, no, 12 by 12 inch. I've got my little hair dryer. This is the flower hair dryer by Dural from Walmart. I know you can get it still in the US. I don't know if you can get it elsewhere. That's the other thing I was curious about. Where are you from? If you're watching this, I can kind of see my statistics on YouTube. I've actually only been doing fluid art for 2 years. It's actually kind of my 2-year anniversary. I know my first I did my first ones in July 2020. I called this my pandemic hobby because, you know, I think I saw a lot of cool pours on Pinterest, and I don't even remember if I watched YouTube videos. What actually got me into this, I probably found Olga Solby's website or the acrylic pouring website, and somehow figured out, oh, when your hands are covered in paint, things are slippery. Okay, I thought I'd give this a try because I had a lot of time. I already have a craft room. This is my shelves I put in last spring. So my room was set up with a folding table here, and I mostly used it for, I mean, I didn't really use the table much except for like wrapping presents, and maybe I had my grandma's old sewing machine set up here, but I used that for my first pours. And last spring I asked my dad to build me a table because my old table was very unstable. It was a folding table and it kind of bowed in the middle because, you know, it folds in half. And the key for nice paintings that dry like you want them to is a level surface. So I said, can you build me like a 3x5 foot table, like sturdy, one piece on top, or if you need to add multiple like strips of boards together, that'd be great. But then for some reason, I think my mom found on Facebook Marketplace this big table that I'm using now that, I don't know if you're familiar with the department store Herberger's, but they closed all the US Herberger stores. And there was one in the town my parents live nearby, and they sold off their, like, I think this was like for staging or folding clothes. So someone had gotten one from the sale and they were selling it again. So I said, that's exactly the table I needed, and it was $25. So much cheaper than if my dad would have built it from wood. So we took it apart and he brought it here. And that's what I'm using now. It comes out a lot farther, it's a little shorter, but it fits really well here. The only problem is it's up against the wall, so I can't get to the other side. So I'm really stuck with where I have my iPhone and my ring light, so I can't get to the other side of the table. That's a random story. While I torch. I mixed, obviously you saw me mixing this paint, so there's a lot of bubbles, but I'll keep torching. It's actually not that bad. And I got my sides, mostly. Might do more over there. Because you remember how I dropped the cup. Didn't pour enough here. And since I'm just, oh, slippery. Whoops. Pouring on a puppy pad. I think a lot of people use these to collect the paint. Sometimes I reuse them, but I also have my table covered in a drop cloth, plastic drop cloth. So anyways, it's easy to scrape your paint off the sides. Have the puppy pad and just touch up the sides. What colors am I using? Almost the exact same colors as that one I did before. Obviously, if I want to recreate it, I need to use the same colors. So I've got our Slop Turquoise, soup, and instead of old gold, I'm using 24 karat gold, which is very sparkly and a very popular color from the Deco Art. This is actually hard to get in this little tub. At least it might not be hard to get, but it's not ever discounted. And then Prussian Blue Hue. This says Liquitex, but at this point it's probably Amsterdam, which I find them not that different. And then Holbein Mauve, I made a little bit more of this after the last time. And then my yellow that I've still got a ton of. Need to do more paintings. That's pretty close to this cadmium yellow medium hue, I would say. So last time I thought this was too busy. I mean, I did like how it ended up, but I think I'm gonna do 3 instead of last time I did like one straight line and 2 little bump outs like branches. Today I'm gonna do something different. Let's see. This and this. Just made that up. Who knows? And when you combine gold and blue or yellow and blue, you're gonna get green, which is fine because I kind of like the rainbow effect. My dark blue, I should do a background. I don't know if I've done one of those. And pink, I mean a background with just Prussian blue. And last time, it's not in a, maybe I should just put this in a squirt bottle, squeeze bottle, squirt bottle. So I don't get globbies like that. Really hard to be thin. You don't have it in a squirt bottle. There's barely any yellow here. And just do some dribblies. Dribblies. Yay. Torch again. Lots of bubbles I'm seeing in there. Always sing to yourself when you're pouring, because this is fun. Let's see, I'll probably do this way, and then, I don't know. Like I said, take your time. Got my little hair dryer. Try not to get it in the paint. Try to only blow the paint, not the white. Here we go. Okay, now we do the mouth thing. Think about it. It's not very balanced. I kind of add some more white space because maybe I blew too much. Don't blow too much or that'll get too muddy. Like over here, I think it's too muddy. Oh well. You never know how the paints are going to combine. You got a lot of cells. That metallic, since I only have the gold as the only metallic, that will come to the surface, or will it sink? I think the metallics are heavier. Another thing you can do that I don't do very often, I don't like this, so I'm gonna scrape it and add more white. So that's pretty thin anyways. Let's see if I can kind of, got a little white left. I'll cover that up, and maybe it doesn't have to be totally white. Like I might blow back into it, but I didn't like how that was taking over the whole corner. So I'm gonna cover up the sides. I mean, I like how the sides look when they're painted, but it's not like everybody looks that closely at them. What color? I mean, it's a little bit of paint in there from the blow. But what color? Yellow. The yellow goes on top. I'll just do a little bit of each. I don't know. Don't want it to be a lot. I'm just making this up. That's what art is, right? So I tell myself. As someone who can't draw freehand, I like patterns. I like following recipes. So doing something that's like, let's figure it out, is kind of scary. Hope I don't hate it now. Okay, we'll see, because it makes a nice green. Try to make it blend a little better. All right, I'm gonna rotate it, get a sense from the other side. Like that kind of feels like that could be the top here. Oh, the other thing I did, let's do that, is the swirlies. I definitely think there's space here and here to do the swirly bits. Like make this look like something, like here. Thanks for watching, as always. If you aren't already a subscriber, that'd be really cool if you did subscribe. And like I said, I do make most of these paintings for sale, so I don't mind shipping, especially small painting like this wouldn't be that expensive, and I don't charge that much really for for my work since it's my hobby and it's fun and I like to share it. So if you're interested, you can message me, comment on the, what am I trying to say? Comment on the video if you'd like to buy it and we can chat. Thanks.